Hello there guys and girls, this is the Prussian Prince with another Rome 2 tournament match. This is going to be Blues Tournament Round 1, best of 3 match on Pyramids. Match between SavageBunny of Wolf Clan, commanding Tylus, and Way from Chosen, playing as Macedon. Should be an interesting matchup. Of course, Tylus has the advantage here, but we will see if Way can pull it off with Macedon. So I'm gonna go over the army of Macedon. We see he has a Royal Peltast, Commander General, has some skirmishes behind, 3 Thracian Peltasts, interestingly enough. Then we see, in terms of cavalry contingent, a skirmisher cav and a Thracian cavalry on his right flank. Same thing on his left. And then how many Thessalians do we have? 1, 2, just 3 Thessalians, okay. Then for his mainline infantry, we have a component of, seems like 3, 4, 5 thorax swords. Then we can also see that he's got a Thracian warrior on each flank. These guys will do well. And on his far flanks, he has a militia hoplite, like on each flank again. So this build by Macedon is quite interesting. I want to see if it can actually work against Tylus, but it's just going to be a hard one. Now Tylus, we can see that he has 4 raiding horsemen, again super standard stuff, and he has a levy freeman on each flank. In the center we can see that he's screening off his forces with 1 levy freeman, perhaps 2, I can't really see the units. But yeah, it's because he's kind of hidden right now in the small little patch of forest. So now I'm gonna be able to probably hit the play soon. Okay, there we go. Levy Freeman up front, and then we see 6 tribals. No, 5 tribals. No, make this is 6 because the tribal is over here, and we have an Oathsworn instead here somehow. Then the Oathsworn Commander General, not strategist. Okay, we have 3 Celtic skirmishers. Not quite sure why you need Celtic skirmishers against Macedon. Rather prefer to, I don't know, see more levy freemen instead or something. Then we have a levy freeman all the way in the back, and that is basically the build of Tylus. So at the moment we just have skirmishing going on. I'm just gonna fast forward things. Levy freeman might actually get jabs onto the Thracian cavalry. Ooh, there are some jabs on them, but still these guys got their attacks done. But the Thessalian cavalry destroying levy freemen. However, need to be careful because the raiding horsemen already doing damage onto them, and he really needs his Thessalians to do damage to the line of Tylus, because Tylus has 6 tribals, 2 Oathsworns. How are you going to kill that melee force? Again, this levy freeman here looks like it got destroyed by Thessalians. I didn't really see it. Again, levy freeman here, very well done by Macedon to get rid of them, but however he's doing so much friendly fire right now with his skirmisher cavalry. He needs to stop here, because levy freeman will die to Thessalian cav. He doesn't need to waste more ammo, especially as he's... Look at how he's killing his own Thessalian cav. He just killed a lot of his own Thessalian cav. This is bad here. And we're gonna see militia hoplites chasing off against spear warriors. I didn't see the spear warriors. Wow, I didn't see them. Again, Thracian cavalry running away. Skirmisher cavalry coming in here, but I mean raiding horsemen will just do so much damage. Ooh, the Thessalian cav. Now here we see tribal warriors starting to engage, but militia hoplites will die for sure. Tribal warriors here will kill thoraxes. Rear shots into the thorax swords, and he's actually gonna get a nice rear charge into the thoraxes here. So thorax is going to pull out. Royal Peltast charging in. Thoraxes will lose a lot of men pulling out though. And nice shots here with the raiding horsemen into the Thessalian cav. Tylus is doing this pretty nicely at this point. This Thessalian doesn't have many men left. Celtic skirmishers targeting the Royal Peltast general, I believe. Ooh, but this is a mistake by Tylus, I feel, engaging here with his general. It isn't necessary at this point because he is winning the main engagement. He needs to keep him in reserve, pop raise banner, defend his skirmishers, but he's making a mistake here. Nice job with the raiding horsemen here though. That's a really good move by Tylus. However, Tylus is mismanaging this raiding horseman over here. So raise banner pop by Tylus, that is good. However, again, this is the mistake here with the Oathsworn. He doesn't need to push so far into the Thracian Peltasts. He needs to defend his rear, which he isn't right now. The spears are out of position. And his rear is exposed to Thessalian cav charges. This is really not good for Tylus, but I mean, Tribals and Oathsworns will still do very well here. These Raiding Horsemen not really getting the kills done. And now we'll be able to see rear shots into the Oathsworn General of Tylus. This is what could be disastrous for Tylus if he loses his general like that. But as you can see, the Tribals have no issue whatsoever destroying Thracian Warriors and Thoraxes. Especially with Shield Wall, they'll just be able to tank it out very, very well. Oh, the Skirmisher Cavalry going to the Celtic Skirmishers. That's a good move by Mastodon. Even if the Skirmisher Cavalry won't really be able to kill them off, we'll still be able to not allow them to shoot into this blob here. But look, this is the huge issue, like the huge mistake that Tylus did here, sending his general too far forward into the engagement. Now Levi Freeman, again, mistake with them, because he doesn't need to reinforce this fight. What he needs to do with the Levi Freeman is he needs to send them to protect his rear and his skirmishers, because again, another skirmisher cavalry will get through here with the silence. He will lose all his guys, and the raiding horsemen here are just being wasted. They're not able to do what they need to do. I mean, they needed to either go for the skirmishers or just go for rear charges, and they're actually going for frontal charges, which is a huge waste by Tylus here. So a lot of mistakes done by Tylus here. His Oathsworn General is almost dead, and this is really bad for Tylus, and he's already exhausted because I believe he popped Headhunt in the beginning, which he didn't need to do, and now his Oathsworn General is gonna be off the field soon due to Thracian Peltasts crushing him, I suppose. And now even this Thracian warrior will do well against the Oathsworn General, so the Oathsworn General of Tylus is going to be neutralized. This is a huge problem for Tylus right now. I mean, you can see that even though Tylus is kind of winning the main engagement, this Royal Peltast is still alive, destroying the tribal. I mean, definitely though, Tylus is winning the right flank and its left flank, but it also has a lot more troops here. And currently it looks really, really bad for Mastodon, right? Because look at all these wavering units. But what he did though is he got rid of the Oathsworn General of Tylus. So Mastodon isn't looking as bad as it once did. Still not looking too good for him though, and I mean, it's just gonna be really hard here. He does, however, still have his Royal Peltast General, so that could be something that'll really help him. And now the Oathsworn is kind of getting held back by a Thracian Peltast and a Thorax Swordsman. So if we see this Thracian warrior get into the rear of the Oathsworn, that's going to be a huge problem for the Oathsworn General. More units coming in here for Tylus, they're coming back. Tribal warriors engaging the Royal Peltast still do quite well. These guys firing, actually mostly hitting the rear of his own troops, so that's not good. Now again, Thracian cavalry will get to his Celtic skirmishers. There's micro here because these guys are just walking in shield wall. Not really effective by Tylus here. Oathsworn General not looking great. He did pop Headhunt though, so they will be able to stay in the fight for longer. Not getting enough kills though, not being efficient. He's kind of wasted his Oathsworn General. I mean, his Oathsworn General and this Oathsworn too, so this is a huge blunder by Tylus. Levi Freeman will go into the fray here, but I mean, what are they going to do against these units? And suddenly, Tylus doesn't have such a big advantage anymore, once as he lost that one Oathsworn General to the fire from the Thracian Peltasts, mostly. These Celtic skirmishers firing to the Royal Peltast General of Mastodon, it's going to be huge. Thorax Swords over here obviously will lose, but they're actually doing fairly well considering the Tribals are facing the wrong way, so that is again a mistake by Tylus, turning his Tribals around and not making sure that they're facing the correct way. These Levi Freemen here fighting against Thoraxes and Thracian warriors. Surprisingly, not doing too badly because these guys are very depleted. Ooh, Levi Freeman here might actually get routed by this Thracian cav charge, and indeed Levi Freeman and Tribals get routed here, so this is another decisive point in the battle. Thracian warriors and Thorax Swords rout these Levi Freemen too. Thorax Swords here will not hold out against the Tribals, and these Tribals will destroy the Thoraxes, but I mean, at this point, I would actually give the advantage to Macedon. And he's killing the Spear Warriors too, so Royal Peltast General doing a whole lot of work here. Definitely more damage done by the Royal Peltast General than the Oathsworns, if you can believe what I'm saying, because the Oathsworns are just Like, they didn't really do what they needed to do because they got shot to pieces. I mean, Tylus didn't get rid of the skirmishes, which killed him this game mostly, I feel. Those Thracian Peltas killing the Oathsworn General and then doing a lot of damage onto the second Oathsworn. I feel like that's what cost Tylus the game. So, I mean, yeah, 6 tribals will still be effective, but not when you have Thracian warriors on the field for rear charges and such. Let's look at these Thracian warriors, 180 kills. Thorax swordsmen, okay, maybe they didn't do much, but the Thracian warriors did a whole lot of damage here for Macedon. So again, really impressed by Macedon here, how he was able to deal with the Oathsworn General. Again, mostly a mistake by Tylus here to bring him forward like that, but the response from Macedon was just impeccable. Like, it was just brilliant how he got rid of it. Like, he just split up his skirmishes, shot it to pieces. Then when it was low on health, he just charged into it with a Thracian warrior and destroyed the Oathsworn General on the charge. And he even charged downhill as well, so that was even more devastating. But anyway, Wei wins with Macedon against Tylus. This is a very surprising victory. I would have thought that Tylus could have pulled this one off, and I feel like he still would have won against Macedon if he just protected his rear better and used the raiding horsemen better, because his raiding horsemen were wasted. Like, they did quite well in the beginning, I would say, but from like mid-game onwards, he misused them, and they didn't really fulfill their role. Like, he couldn't kill the Thracian Peltasts with them, and he was not doing enough damage to the Thessalian cav. Because look at the Thessalians. I mean, yeah, most kills are on Levy Freeman. They destroy Levy Freeman, but then you also have kills on or HP damage, should I say, on tribals, which is a big deal. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Share the video, and I'll see you next time.